Suzy and Friends.
With Suzy Cato.
Kia ora, I'm Suzy Cato.
Kia ora! I'm not Suzy Cato. I'm Trevor. And with Suzy and you and me here too, together we will make Suzy and Friends. It's New Zealand's favourite kids podcast.
Yay, I'm glad you're here today because we're in for a ton of fun. Kids just like you tell us about books they've read and stories they've written and share jokes that make them laugh.
Cody has a new phrase in Te Reo Māori for us to learn. Suzy's going to share a story written by Nicole Miller, and we have a new sound for you to guess in What's That Sound?
But we're starting today with a brain teaser from Grace. Grace and her little sister Elliot love listening to Suzy and Friends while Grandad makes dinner. So get ready to have your brain teased by Grace because this is a goodie. Are you ready? What has a bottom at the top?
Is that all of the brain teaser? That's it? Just what has a bottom at the top?
Yes, that's the brain teaser for this week. What has a bottom at the top?
A bottom at the top? Maybe something that's upside down. Like the bottom of something is usually at the bottom, right? So what's something that has a bottom at the top? The bottom of a cup. Now the bottom of a cup stays at the bottom even when you tip the cup up to drink out of it, don't you? So what about the bottom of a chimpanzee that's swinging upside down? I'm confused. What has a bottom at the top?
What has a bottom at the top? Your legs.
Of course. That is so true. There is a bottom at the top of your legs. That's a great brain teaser, Grace. Thank you so much. Ka pai tō mahi.
Yes, ka pai tō mahi. Nice work. That joke was ka rawe. Excellent.
We've got a sound for you to guess. That's ka rawe too. How about we listen to it now and see if you can guess what it is.
He aha tērā tangi. What's that sound? Listen again. Whakarongo.
Oh, can you guess what that is? Maybe you can guess it straight away. Well, you don't have to make a decision straight away. Keep thinking about what it might be and we'll play it for you again a little later in the podcast, and at the end of Suzy and Friends we'll tell you the answer. We'll tell you what it is and you will find out if you guessed correctly.
Travis, Ted and Riley are listening for another sound at the moment. They want to hear you laugh. So here they are in our Joker's Corner as this week's Kid Comedians.
Why was the sailor sad at the end of his voyage?
Oh, I don't know. Why was the sailor sad at the end of his voyage?
He missed the boat. Did you hear about the short-sighted hedgehog?
No, I didn't. What about the short-sighted hedgehog?
She fell in love with a hairbrush.
And what's your joke?
What did the red light say to the green light?
What did the red light say to the green light? I don't know.
Don't look, I'm changing.
It's New Zealand's favourite kids show, Suzy and Friends, with Suzy Cato.
Ka pai, Travis, Ted and Riley. Those were some very funny jokes. They made Suzy and I laugh anyway. And I especially liked the red light, green light joke from Riley.
Sienna would like to make you laugh too. She sent an email in recently that said, Dear Suzy and Trevor, I am 7 years old. I love to listen to your podcast in the car. My favourite part is when you read stories. That's awesome, Sienna. She also said, I have a joke for you. Which jam can't you eat?
Oh, I don't know, Sienna. Which jam can't you eat?
A traffic jam.
Well done, Sienna. Ka pai tō mahi. You made us laugh. And if you have a joke to share, visit our website suzy.co.nz to see the huge list of jokes that we have there already. And if you know a joke that isn't there, email us and let us know. We love hearing new jokes. suzy@suzy.co.nz. That is our email address. Or you can send us the joke via the message box on our joke page. That website again, suzy.co.nz.
Fun facts now.
Fun facts. Fun facts. Fun facts.
And today the fun facts are about a game. The game Elastics. Fun fact 1. The game of elastics, played in New Zealand with a long loop of elastic, is a game that has been played around the world for many years. Maybe your folks played it when they were small. But if they grew up in another country other than Aotearoa, they might have known the game by a different name. Fun fact 2. For the game of elastics, you need at least 3 players. 2 who stretch the loop of elastic around their ankles to make a long rectangle, and someone to jump in and out and over the elastics in a pattern. Each person takes turns jumping in a pattern. Each time they jump the pattern correctly, the elastics get lifted to the next level. Fun fact 3. In the game Elastics, the elastic is first stretched into a long rectangle at ankle height. The next level has the elastic stretched at knee height. Then, just at the top of your legs, at your bottom, at hip height, and then if the people playing elastics are really good at jumping, the elastics can be lifted as high as under your arms. So the game is a great one for testing your ability, agility, and your jumpiness. And that's Fun Facts for today.
Whoa, jumping as high as your armpits. That is amazing.
I know. Maybe if your folks have a long length of elastic or some old stockings lying around, you could get them to show you how to jump elastics in the next day or 2.
And Suzy has some videos on her YouTube channel, Tree Hut TV, showing you how to play elastics. And there's elastics that you can buy as well in Suzy's online store. Find out more at suzy.co.nz. Now, talking about all that jumping has made me a bit tired, really. So let's settle down for a story, shall we? Hey, Suzy, what story are you going to read today?
Daisy McRae and the Wave of the Day. It's by Nicole Miller and it's illustrated by Lily Uvel. When Daisy McRae wandered down to the bay, she carried her surfboard expecting a wave. But the wind was on shore and the ocean was flat, so Daisy decided to wait on her mat. She covered her skin with a slip, slop, slap, then got out her phone for a tweet and a snap. But while she was hashtagging something she'd pinned, she failed to notice a change in the wind. It now blew offshore, and from the northeast came a towering set as the swell increased. But Daisy was busy unravelling a cord. She gave not a blink when the tide stole her board. Jackie Laguna was digging a moat when the board swept him up in a flippity float. Jackie made use of his favourite spade. He paddled and splashed his way into a wave. Kelly Aquinas was launching his kite when Jackie swooped in like a hawk in full flight. Kelly had no time to think or be brave. He let go of the kite and pulled into the wave. Sandy Marine was inflating her sup when the runaway surfboard shovelled her up. Her air pump went flying. It couldn't be saved. She suddenly found herself riding the wave. Nana Pauline had been out with her spear, fishing all day, but had come up for air. Then she saw something especially surprising. 3 kids on a board flying on the horizon. She kicked off her gear to prepare for a mission. Crouching with hands in a ready position, she landed her mount with the closest of shaves, then paddled them into the best of the waves. She yelled at the dude dropping in, "This is mine!" She studied the shape and she drew the right line. With a 2-handed stall and her fishing apparel, Nana Pauline pulled them into a barrel. Jackie sat firmly upon his back end. Kelly stepped into a hefty hang 10. Sandy stretched out like a graceful danseuse. She winked at the crowd and threw out a hang loose. And Nana Pauline? She was living the dream, frothing like milk from a coffee machine, carving it up like a slice of pork belly. And Daisy? Well, she was taking a selfie. And once she had captured her very best smile, one that showed off her incredible style, she carried on browsing with no real intention. But something familiar caught her attention. There in full view on the screen of her phone was a bright-coloured surfboard, the same as her own. She glared at the picture and said with a cry, "This copycat Nana has pinched my design." Meanwhile, the children and Nana Pauline were making an exit, impressively clean. They jumped off the wave and landed with flair. The board hurtled on and flicked high in the air. Then the wind changed. The giant swell dropped. The board hit the sand where it came to a stop. Daisy looked up, and just as expected, there was her surfboard right where she had left it. "What an average morning," she said with a scoff. "Not a hint of a wave, so I think I'll be off." She gathered her surfboard, umbrella and hat. She put on her sandals and rolled up her mat. Then she said to her board as she turned off her phone, "I should have just left you at home." I wonder if Daisy will ever realise that her board and all those people went on an adventure without her, while she was too busy watching her phone. Daisy McRae and the Wave of the Day. If you want to find out more about this book, you can visit maryegan.co.nz.
This is Suzy and Friends
with Suzy Cato.
Kia ora, Suzy. Thank you for reading us that story. It was called Daisy McRae and the Wave of the Day. It's one of 2 books by Nicole Miller that Suzy read in Suzy's Book Corner, which is on our Tree Hut TV channel. The other book that was by Nicole Miller is called Celia, Seagull and the Plastic Sea. That's a great story too.
It sure is, and I'll happily read you a story a day for 272 days. That's how many stories we'll have up there when we upload one this week.
Whoa, 272 stories? That is very impressive storytelling, Miss Cato. Hey, soon Ynez will tell us what she thought of one of those stories in that playlist. But first, let's have another listen to this week's What's That Sound?
Do you need a clue to help guess this one? Or can you guess it because you hear this sound at your house all the time? It's a sound you might hear in the morning at breakfast time.
Ooh, breakfast time. Although sometimes I hear that sound at my place at lunchtime.
Oh, me too.
What's that sound? He aha tera tangi? We'll play it again at the end of the show and let you know if you guessed correctly.
Ynez is an avid reader. She loves to read lots of books all the time. She read a book recently that she really enjoyed, and here she is to tell us all about it.
Hi, my name is Ynez, and I'm 10 years old. Today, I'm reviewing the book When Grandpa Wore a Tutu by Dawn Macmillan and illustrated by Jenny Cooper. The book is about a grandpa who wore a tutu when he was like a teenager. He was quite young. His dreams were to dance like a swan at the village concert night. The story reminds me, I asked my grandpa, and when he was young, he also loved dancing. And there was a festival, and he took his friend and he danced from one side of the town to the other side. So he really liked dancing. In the cowshed, he danced. It's wonderful that he can do the gumboots slippery slide on the stage, because I thought he could only do that in the cowshed. He is an amazing character. He is quite funny and adventurous, because I've never seen a boy with a tutu on, because boys can do ballet, but I've never seen one with a tutu on. My favorite character is the little girl at the end. I'm pretty sure she's the granddaughter, because she doesn't really care about if it's frilled or like the yellows have frilled and like all the beads have lost their shine. She doesn't care. She just likes it like that. In this part it says, I danced around the garden, a bend, a leap so strong. Ballet shoes, not for me. I dance best with gumboots on. The illustrations are wonderful because of his face. He's just shining brightly, not without a care in the world. I think the message in the book is to follow your dreams, even if you're a boy or a girl, like who you are or where you are, just follow your dreams. If I see another book like this, I will definitely look forward to reading it. I'm Ynez, and that was my review of When Grandpa Wore a Tutu by Dawn Macmillan and illustrated by Jenny Cooper. I hope you get to read the book one day, because it's utterly amazing.
Kia ora, Ynez. Thank you. Dawn Macmillan is a wonderful writer who lives here in Aotearoa and who has written around 50 puka. Wow. See if you can find any of her books in your local library so you can see for yourself how good they are.
Good idea. Reading is so good for your brain, and so is learning something new. So here is Cody with something new to learn in Cool to Kōrero. I wonder what it's going to be. Kia ora, Cody.
Kia ora, ko Cody tōku ingoa. And today, we're learning how to ask a useful question in te reo Māori. It's, what would you like? Here's how to say it. He aha mau. It's just 3 words, so let's do the whole thing. Think you can do that? Let's give it a try, eh? First, listen carefully to me. He aha mau. Now listen again and repeat it after me. He aha mau. One more time. He aha mau. Ka pai tō mahi. Good work. And that's Cool to Kōrero for today. Remember, what would you like in te reo Māori is he aha mau. I'm Cody, and I'll be back with more Cool to Kōrero on the next Suzy and Friends. Ka kite.
Kia ora, Cody. That is a great phrase to know. Thank you very much. And Cody will be back next week to teach us something new.
6-year-old Jack has something for us too. A super cool joke. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Boo.
Boo-hoo.
Don't cry, Trevor. It's just a joke.
It's an oldie but a goodie, that one. Nice one, Jack. Love that joke.
And Jack's dad says that Jack loves listening to Suzy and Friends when they're driving in the car too. Jack loves the jokes and the stories, the fun facts, and guessing what's that sound.
Hey, Jack, I wonder if you've guessed this week's What's That Sound. Maybe you've got it already. We'll play it for you one more time very soon.
Before that, though, Trevor's out and about talking to kids just like you.
Kia ora, Trevor here, talking to local children, kids just like you. Today I'm at Skids After School Care and I'm talking about pirates. Hi, what's your name?
Jordan,
Jordan, how old are you?
7.
What do you know about pirates?
That they have dirty clothes.
What do pirates go around doing?
Finding treasure.
G'day, what's your name?
Daniel,
How old are you, Daniel?
11.
What do you know about pirates?
They're fierce, they've got swords, they have eye patches, they be scary,
What do pirates do?
sail around trying to find treasure and stealing from people.
Oh, okay. And if a pirate walked in the door right now, how would I recognise him? What would he look like?
All ripped up clothes and smelly.
Hello, what's your name?
Matthew,
How old are you, Matthew?
7.
What do you know about pirates?
They have swords and guns and they have a powered ship and they have cannons and cannon balls and they have heads.
And what do pirates go around and do?
Fight other pirates and find treasure.
What would a pirate say?
Army hearties.
Arr, me hearties. You're right there, Matthew. Pirates have been known for saying just that. Ahar, me hearties. Har. Thank you, Jordan, Daniel and Matthew, for having a kōrero with Trevor about what they know about dirty, dangerous, mischievous pirates. Har.
And just to let you know, International Talk Like a Pirate Day is this week, September the 19th. War. Jordan, Daniel and Matthew knew quite a bit about pirates, didn't they?
They might know a thing or two about piratical pirates, but do they know what this week's sound is? What about you? What's that sound? He aha te ratangi.
Something you might hear at home, especially in the morning. It is toast being buttered.
It is indeed. Yum. If you guessed it, well done. You get to ask your folks if you can have a piece of toast for breakfast one morning. And how about you give yourself a pat on your back? Because this is the game with no prize. It's What's That Sound?
And we'll have a brand new sound for you next time. Suzy will read us another story. Cody will have something new for Cool to Kōrero, and we'll share Jeremiah's brain teaser.
But that's it for us for today. So a huge thank you to Grace and Elliot, Travis, Ted and Riley, Ynez, Jack, Sienna and Jordan, Daniel and Matthew for being a part of the Suzy and Friends podcast today.
Yes, I really enjoyed the jokes. I enjoyed the review of Dawn Macmillan's book, When Grandpa Wore a Tutu, all the facts about pirates, and I loved the brain teaser as well. The kids on Suzy and Friends are amazing.
The kids listening to it are amazing too, aren't they? Hey, kia ora to our fabulous friends at New Zealand On Air and at RNZ.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please let us know. Suzy at suzy.co.nz and come back for another episode next week. Suzy and Friends has a new episode out every Monday, and you can listen to each episode as many times as you like.
And you can find out more about us and all the other things we do at suzy.co.nz.
Have a great week. Ka kite.
Ka kite e hoa. Goodbye, my friend.
This is Suzy and Friends.
With Suzy Cato.